Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today this is my first Halloween tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy it. This is like the unzipped kind of zombie makeup. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it as much as I did, and you guys will kind of see how it went removing it. It really hurts, so I hope you guys enjoy. So I'm starting off with a zipper. You can purchase these anywhere. So I ended up getting mine from just a cheapo store, and you can choose one that is any color, preferably white or pretty much white. White or flesh toned really will be the easiest for you to blend into your natural skin tone. And I'm just taking a nude eyeliner and outlining the zipper so I can see exactly where I want it. And I'm also using this kind of sticky base that came with my extra flesh, and I found that it didn't really work as well as I'd hoped, so I ended up switching to latex, which I'm using right now. So pretty much you just want to stick that down and make sure that it is completely stuck to your skin. You can use a brush that you no longer care for, or you can use your fingers with the latex. It's totally up to you. You can pretty much just peel it off or roll it off your fingers. And I'm also just going to glue that down to the bottom of my jawline. So going in with the latex, this one is Scarface Latex. It is a flesh toned. I ended up getting this from a costume store in Nerang, if you guys were wondering. You can purchase these online. I've found a bunch of them on eBay, or if you want to go onto the special effects websites, you're more than welcome to get it off there. But I just got mine from a costume shop, and I'm just going to run that along the perimeter of the zipper just so it actually stays put and it doesn't budge at all. And I'm going to be using tissue paper, or sorry, toilet paper for this look. You can use the normal tissue paper that you can use in like wrapping gifts and stuff. That works just as well, but I'm just splitting the toilet paper into half, so the toilet paper is really thin. That's why I usually recommend using tissue paper, because it is a lot thinner and a lot easier to use. But I'm just going to pretty much put down quite a thick layer, and then I'm going to just put more latex on and just layer that up, and I'm going to do that all around the face.
Oh, yes.
I just wanted to quickly mention doing it in layers is probably going to be the easiest thing for you to do as well. And also just putting the tissue paper or the toilet paper, whichever one you decide to use, just over top of each other is just going to make it easier to rip it later, as we're going to be doing extra kind of wound holes. And I'm going to be putting that on the inside of the zipper as well, just so it makes more of a textured base for the lip liner or the eyeshadow, depending on what you want to use. So once that's all set in place and it's all dry, I'm going to be putting on foundation just to make it kind of blend in a little bit easier and make it look, well, it's not going to look realistic at all, but on, you know, as well as possible, I'm going to make it look as realistic as possible, and blending it in with foundation is going to do that. Now you want to put the foundation over the zipper as well, and then set that all in place with a powder to make it completely matte. And then for the inner part of the zipper, I've decided to use a lip liner and a lipstick just to kind of deepen the effect. Instead of just using an eyeshadow, I find this looks a lot better than just using an eyeshadow. But if you want to use an eyeshadow and make it a whole lot more easier for yourself, then feel free to do that. But right now I'm just sharpening my pencil, because I had to do that a couple of times because I found that it wore down really quickly as I was doing this. But I'm just going to pretty much put this all on the zipper part as well, and then sharpen it again, and then I'm just going to fill in the chin area. And then I found I just got really bored of that, so I switched to a lipstick, and these two tones, they actually worked quite well together. And I'm just going to fill in the rest of that and then blend it out with my finger, which I didn't show you guys, but just blend it all in together. And you can see that that toilet paper really helped with the texture of the skin as well, so just blends that out. And then going in with the eyes, I'm using two different palettes by Revlon. The names of them will be listed down below, but basically these particular colors are pretty much just the basic bruising colors. So all over the lid and all on the lower lash line, I'm just going to be taking a matte black eyeshadow just with a blending brush. I'm just going to blend that, like I said, on the eyelid and also on the lower lash line. And then I'm also going to smoke that out quite far just to make my eyes look really sunken in. And then I'm taking a purple color and just running that around the black just so it looks a little bit more bruised, and then going in with an orangey red and then putting that around the purple just to make it look a little bit more bloody, then going in with a green to make it look more deep and more bruised around the purple, and then going in with a yellow just around the green, just to make it look like a older bruise. But you can see what it looks like. You don't have to do the bruising effect if you don't want to. It's very, very subtle on the toilet paper, but feel free to do whatever you like with the eye makeup. It is really how your imagination runs with this tutorial that's going to make it look really good. Then instead of a black eyeliner, I've decided to go for orange to make my eyes look a little bit more bloodshot and a little bit more annoyed. So I'm just going to set the inner zipper part with that same orangey red eyeshadow that we used on our eyes as well, and I'm just going to take some tweezers and I'm just going to pick at my new fake skin just to make some extra wound holes. Now this is completely optional. You don't have to do the extra wound holes if you don't want to, but I think it really does complete the look and bring it all together. But just be really, really careful when you're picking at the holes, just because when you are using tweezers you are picking at your normal skin underneath as well. So just be really careful when doing this, but you just want to kind of rip it open a little bit further with your fingers and then fill it in with a red lip liner or lipstick or eyeshadow, whichever one you use for the inner zipper part, and just blend that out with a black gel eyeliner or normal eyeliner, or even just a normal eyeshadow if you want to. But after I do that, I'm just going to blend that black all on the outside of my wounds as well, just to make them look a little bit older and not as fresh. And I find that this makes it look a little bit better than just the wounds being by themselves. And then I also decided to bring the black eyeliner, whatever was left on my brush, just along the zipper and also just on my forehead as well, just to make me look a little bit more dirty and a little bit more bruised and not so attractive. Then going in with that same lip liner that I use, I'm just going to run that along the wound line as well, just to make it look a little bit more bloody, and that'll help with the fake blood that I'm going to be using now. So for the fake blood, this is just one that you can pick up just from any kind of cheapo store. I ended up getting mine from, I think, the Reject Shop, and this was like $2, I think it was. This definitely isn't the best kind of blood that you can use. I found that something like thick blood or the scab blood looks probably a lot better, but I don't actually have that. Just from tutorials, it looks really, really good. But if you're like me and you just want to stick with the really cheap blood, it looks just as good. Now I'm just going to use a brush to apply this, because you did see that I get on my fingers and it does stain, but when you use just normal body wash or any kind of cleanser, it does take it off, of course. But I'm just going to put that on my inner zipper part and also on the wounds, and I'm just going to let it dribble down just a little bit, just so it's not completely in the wound, and just kind of feather it out a little bit. Now just for the final kind of touches, I decided to go back in with my black gel eyeliner, and I'm just going to run that along the nose area just to darken it up a little bit, and also on the inner rims of the zipper as well, just to deepen those edges up a little bit more. And also just I'm going to put a little bit more of that black gel eyeliner, whatever is left on my brush, I'm just going to put on my lips, and I find that this works quite well to deepen them up. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Any other tutorials, let me know in the comments down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.